Ever had a moment where you pause and think, wait, this already happened? That's déjà vu. And today you're going to hear 5 spine-chilling stories where people experienced more than just a glitch. They may have touched another reality, or perhaps even glimpsed a parallel world. Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button so you never miss the unexplained, the eerie, and the truly bizarre, right here, where we explore the mysteries that keep you up at night. That's déjà vu, and you're not alone in feeling it. It's more than a fleeting thought for some. It can feel prophetic, blurring the lines between past, present, and future in ways that defy explanation. On this channel, we dive into the unsolved and the unbelievable. Stories that challenge the very fabric of reality and push the boundaries of what we think we know. Today, we're sharing 5 real déjà vu stories that might make you question everything you believe about memory and fate. These aren't just vague feelings, these are detailed premonitions and uncanny recognitions that played out in shocking, unforgettable ways. Prepare for moments so precise, so unexplainable, they suggest time and memory operate in ways we're only beginning to understand, hinting at mysteries yet to be unraveled. Settle in, let's explore these mind-bending occurrences together, and see just how deep the rabbit hole goes. Our first story takes us to a quiet suburb, where the ordinary can sometimes give way to the extraordinary. Here, Clara's life was upended by a terrifyingly vivid dream that felt more real than anything she'd ever experienced. In it, she stood on her lawn, watching her neighbor's house engulfed in flames. The heat, the smoke, the collapse of the porch roof, all horrifyingly real and overwhelming. She woke up shaken, her heart pounding, the images refusing to fade from her mind. It felt less like a dream and more like a memory she couldn't quite place. All day, Clara couldn't shake the dread. Every glance at her neighbor's house brought the vision back, stronger each time. Despite fearing ridicule, she warned the Millers about her dream, describing the fire's origin and path in vivid detail. They listened politely but dismissed it as just a nightmare, nothing more. That night, unable to sleep, Clara watched the Miller house from her window, anxiety growing with every passing hour. Hours passed. Then, a flicker of orange in the garage caught her eye. Flames erupted, just as she'd seen in her dream, confirming her worst fears. She called 911, banged on the Miller's door, and watched the scene unfold exactly as in her dream, every detail matching. The fire department arrived, battling the blaze as Clara stood frozen in déjà vu, unable to look away. The Millers escaped unharmed, thanks to her warning and the smoke detectors that saved their lives. Investigators found faulty wiring in the garage, the very spot Clara had described in her warning. For Clara, the event was a terrifying validation of her vision, leaving her deeply unsettled. Was it a glimpse of the future, a warning from beyond, or something else entirely? The questions haunted her, a stark reminder of the thin veil between dream and reality, and how sometimes that veil can be pierced. In rural India, a 4-year-old boy named Taran began speaking of another life in a distant village he'd never visited, astonishing his family with vivid details. He described streets, people, and landmarks with uncanny accuracy, insisting he'd once lived as a man named Suresh, a radio repairman in the town of Khetri. Taran's parents, skeptical but increasingly curious, decided to take him to Khetri to see if his memories could possibly be real. There, Taran led them confidently through unfamiliar streets to a long-abandoned shop, describing its layout in detail and even pointing out a hidden compartment. An elderly local confirmed Suresh's existence and his tragic death in a road accident, details Taran had never been told by anyone. Taran recognized people, called them by old nicknames, and recalled events only Suresh would have known, leaving villagers amazed. No hidden money was found, but many of his claims were verified by villagers who remembered Suresh well. Was this reincarnation, cryptomnesia, or something even stranger, a memory bleeding through from another existence, defying logic? The experience left everyone stunned and searching for answers, the truth lost in mystery. Taran's story remains a haunting example of déjà vu and memory that defies all explanation. Sometimes the past refuses to stay buried, echoing through the lives of the living. College sophomore Sarah's ordinary morning turned surreal after a vivid dream about a crowded elevator. In her dream, a man in a gray suit spilled coffee on a woman in a red coat after the elevator jolted. The next day, running late, Sarah took the elevator, only to see the same man, the same woman, the same setup. A wave of déjà vu hit her as the elevator creaked upward. She knew exactly what would happen next. The elevator lurched, the man stumbled, and coffee splashed onto the woman in red, just as in her dream. Sarah stood frozen, stunned by the frame-by-frame replay. The other passengers reacted, but for Sarah, reality had shifted. Was it a random coincidence, a precognitive dream, or a glitch in time? The experience left her questioning everything she thought she knew about memory and fate. Sometimes déjà vu isn't just a feeling, it's a warning. In Germany, historian Andreas found an old 1-2 diary in a bookstore. As he read, the soldier's experiences felt eerily familiar. Landscapes, battles, even the taste of ersatz coffee. Andreas anticipated entries before reading them, as if recalling his own memories. The connection was visceral, inexplicable. Then the final entry. The soldier signed off with the name Andreas. The soldier died in 1943. Andreas was born 40 years later with no known family link. Was this extreme déjà vu a past life echo or something deeper? The diary left Andreas with more questions than answers. Sometimes the past reaches out in ways we can't explain. The weight of the diary and the name haunted him. Was it coincidence or a soul's echo across time? The mystery endures, written in faded ink and memory. Some connections defy logic. On a flight from Tokyo to LA, Laura felt an overwhelming sense of déjà vu. She knew what would happen before it did. The cabin, the crew, even the upholstery felt familiar, though she'd never flown this route. Suddenly she was certain severe turbulence was imminent. Compelled to act, she warned a flight attendant, who reluctantly passed the message to the captain. Moments after everyone buckled up, violent turbulence struck, sending items flying. Passengers were shaken but unharmed thanks to Laura's warning. The flight attendant, pale, asked, "How did you know?" Laura had no answer. She'd never experienced anything like it. Was it a lucky guess? Or did her déjà vu let her glimpse the future? The mystery of that flight stayed with her, a reminder of the unknown. Sometimes déjà vu saves lives. Déjà vu, a glitch in the matrix, a past life memory, or a glimpse into parallel timelines. These stories challenge our understanding of time, memory, and reality itself. From foreseen disasters to impossible knowledge, they push the boundaries of the explainable. Have you ever experienced something so real you'd swear it already happened? Tell us, have you ever felt something was repeating? Share your story in the comments. The universe is stranger than we can comprehend. Each account adds a piece to a puzzle we may never solve. If this episode made your spine tingle, subscribe for more mysteries from the edge of reality. Join us as we keep exploring the strange, the dark, and the mysterious. Hit like and subscribe now!